was close but didn't move. The silence didn't need to prove. The coffee cooled between two cups as daylight climbed and just gave up. The clock had ticked, but not for us. It whispered through the heavy hush. Your eyes were fixed beyond the wall where once we used to hear it call. Not ending yet, not holding tight, just drifting into softer night. In the pause of us, I stayed between the words we never made. Not broken glass, not flames run wild, just something still unreconciled. No push, no pulling trust, just quiet in the pause of us. You shifted once, then looked away, as if we talked too much that day. I traced the rim of my old cup, still full, still warm, yet not enough. It wasn't right, it wasn't wrong, it simply didn't feel like song. In the pause of us, I knew that saying more would not ring true. The space we held was once so loud, now wrapped in something soft, unbowed. Not sharp, not furious, just breathing in the pause of us. Sometimes it's quiet that explains the way love shifts but still remains. And in that gap, I saw the trace of you, of me, of what took place. In the pause of us, we sat, not sure where hearts like ours are at. Yet still I stayed, not to decide, but just to feel what doesn't hide. Not silence meant to end or fuss, but all that lived in the pause of us. And when you left, I didn't speak, still holding what we didn't see. Morning came but didn't stay. It passed like footsteps on decay. I brewed the same old bitter cup, but didn't care to drink it up. The laundry hung the dishes dry, no reason left to ask me why. The window's light just brushed the floor, but didn't knock or beg for more. Some days don't fight, don't pull, don't burn. They simply pause, then don't return. When days let go, they fade like thread. No warnings carved, no words they said. Just slowly less, just quietly thin. They slip away from where you've been. No flair, no final show. That's how the days let go. I miss the moment time grew dull, the calendar no longer full. I used to count, to plan, to race. Now hours leave without a trace. They gave me space, they gave me ease, then vanished like a dying breeze. When days let go, they don't rewind. They leave no mark for me to find. No grief, no rage, no notes to keep. Just empty chairs and dreamless sleep. No wait, no place to go. That's how the days let go. We think we'll notice when they leave, but not all losses ask you to grieve. Some simply loosen, then detach, like locks that never needed latch. When days let go, they don't retreat. They walk beside your steady beat. You turn around and feel the lack, but they don't call or wander back. No fight, no steady glow, just silence when days let go. And now I rise, and now I move, but leave no proof that they once The frame was worn, the pages bent, but I had missed the main event. Chairs were moved, the table set, but I arrived past silhouette. In curtain fold, faint traces left from tales retold. Names were said I used to be, but none were tied directly to me. I traced the margins in the dust, where purpose once replaced the rest. I wasn't in the story read, the ink ran dry where I had tread. The fire burned with someone's lines, while I remained between the signs, not cast aside or torn apart, just missing from the beating heart. A photograph inside a book, reflected faces I mistook. The spine intact, the cover neat, but none of it recalled my feet. The silence wasn't cruel or deep, just pages closed while I was asleep. I wasn't in the story's thread, the part where footsteps should have led. A chapter passed without my mark, a room still lit without my spark, not buried under time or blame, just drifting past the center flame. I don't regret what wasn't penned, but wonder what I might have penned. A single line, a side remark could have lit a page gone dark. I wasn't in the story known, but I still walked in and I had grown beyond the ink outside the frame. I carried meaning just the same, not printed yet not gone. A presence fade but never wrong, and as the story folds once more, I press my hand upon the door. soft complaint, a quiet strain. Now meadow sleeps without a breath. It's grown replaced by something less. The floor once spoke beneath your heel. Each step distinct, so sharp, so real. The kettle sang at 4:30. It hums no more behind that door. These walls still hold what slipped away, in tones too faint for light of day. I miss the sounds I used to know, the flick of coats, the radio low, the sudden laugh that split the dark, the hallway light with its faint spark. Not silence born of loss or fear, but what once meant that you were near. The drawer you pulled had its own voice. It scraped with rhythm, not by choice. The dishes dance when morning stirred. Now breakfast feels like whispered words. I don't need songs or grand refrains, just quiet filled with your remains. I miss the sounds I used to know, the sighs beneath the evening glow, the window shut against the breeze, the rustle caught in fading leaves. No thunder ever made me stay, but softest sounds you took away. Of scent, of sight, but sounds depart without a fight. And when they're gone, what still remains? Just space between the window panes. I miss the sounds I used to know, but once too small for time to show. A voice, a cough, a whispered hum, the kind that told me you had come. They vanish soft and slow, those sounds I used to know. Now I just sit where echoes end and wait to hear them once again. a kind of hush that never flew. Oh. The glass reflected nothing back, just faded walls and curtain slack. I watched the air not breathe, not bend, like it forgot how days should end. Not frozen, not erased by time, just waiting past the world's last chime. I was lost inside the still, where silence doesn't ask or feel. Not held, not pushed, not forced to feel, just drifting under something real. The house around me didn't speak, yet understood what I don't see. A single shoe near closet door, untouched since summers past before. The kettle steamed, then simply died, its breath dissolved, not amplified. And even shadows kept their shape, like nothing here attempts escape. I was lost inside the still, where quiet doesn't harm or heal, where every sound has gone to rest, and every thought's a waiting guest. I didn't ask to disappear, yet found myself remaining here. I spoke loud just once, then stopped, afraid the hush would never drop. And in that pause, I understood some silences are made of wood. I was lost inside the still, a space that bends against your will. Not empty, just too vast to name, a room untouched by heat or flame. Not broken, just unreal. I was lost inside the still. The walls leaned in, the chair stayed near, and still I vanished, sitting here. The curtains never asked to move. They hang like time that won't improve. The photos stare from crooked frames, too tired now to hold our names. The plate still stacked, unused, unsure. The floor untouched beside the door. I light the lamp, it hums the same, like it remembers who to blame. The house don't cry, the walls don't break, but silence holds what I forsake. Years hung in silence down the hall. Each echo thinned, each memory small. No fight, no scream, no last regret, just things we chose to not forget. No final curtain call, just silence holding it I passed your coat still on its hook, like something paused inside a book. The stairs don't creak, they just remain, as if they fear to speak your name. I breathe, I move, but not enough to shake what made the quiet rush. Years hung in silence through the dust, where truth gave way to weary trust. No thunder came, no grand goodbye, just rooms too still to even try. No clock to mark the fall. Years hung and said it all. Some things are said by standing still, by closing doors, not breaking will. And in that hush we both survive, though neither one of us arrived. Years hung in silence, thick and bare, like breath we left behind the chair. And even now when I pretend, the quiet knows what wouldn't end. No word, no rise, no fall, just silence, knowing it all. So I don't speak, I dust, I wait, with silence hung from every gate. was cracked, the light stood thin. I didn't know if I'd walk in. The scent of tea, the chair pulled back, like someone left and won't come back. A coat still hung beside the wall, too neat to say it meant to fall. The silence there had something deep. It didn't beg, it didn't weep. I stood and breathed, unsure, undone, like time had paused before it ran. The room before me didn't speak, but every corner felt unique. It knew my name without a sound. It felt like roots beneath the ground. No welcome, yet no plea, just the room before me. I saw the book left halfway through, the pen beside it stained in blue. The window fog with fading light, as if it waited out the night. Not mine, not theirs, just space that stayed. With all the years we never made. The room before me held its breath, still echoing a softer death. Not tragedy, just time grown still, a place unclaimed but always filled. No past I couldn't see, just the room before me. I didn't cross the final line. Some places ask to not be mine, but standing there I saw too much. The warmth, the grief, the loss, the touch. The room before me stayed intact, unmoved by what I held or lacked. And though I turned and walked away, it stayed inside me to this day. No lock, no broken key, just the room before me. In every space I've come to know, still holds that room with nowhere to go. little steam, then gave a sigh, like even it grew tired to try. I stared outside through glass gone dim. The world moved on without my limb. The mail came late, the light fell low. I didn't mind, I didn't know. The clock hands danced a silent claim, and waiting slowly wrote my name. I didn't speak, I didn't run, but every breath said he's the one. Waiting wrote my name in dust, in pages bent in metal rust. It filled the space I didn't keep. It sang to me when I should sleep. No voice I dared to blame. Just waiting, writing my name. The chair I used still holds its shape, like it expects I'll still escape. But I just sit and count the day that I forgot how to betray. And every hour that passed me by felt more like ink that wouldn't dry. Waiting wrote my name so slow, in places no one else will know. On foggy glass and hallway tile, where I've been gone a little while. No purpose to proclaim, just waiting, spelling my name. They said to act, to speak, to try, but some of us are born to lie. Not with our words, but in our seat, where time and stillness always meet. Waiting wrote my name in light across the floor each quiet night. Not carved in stone, not built to last, but written slow on what won't pass. No thunder to exclaim, just waiting, whispering my name. And when I leave, if I remain, the waiting still will write my name. I didn't hear the moment fade. It left like light in deeper shade. The book stayed stacked beside my chair, but something less was breathing there. The hallway framed an open door, where nothing passed but once passed more. I thought I'd feel the final turn, but endings rarely wanna burn. I traced the quiet through the dust and found what vanished wasn't rushed. What fell away slowly didn't show. It softened edges, then stepped up. A name, a voice, a sudden touch. They didn't break, just faded such. Unforced, unmade, unsaid, like breath that simply spread. The couch still leans where you once curled. The cushion shaped another world, but even comfort finds its end when empty starts to feel like friend. It wasn't grief that filled the room, just absence dressed in quiet bloom. What fell away slowly took its time, unwinding through a wordless rhyme. A steady drift from warm to dim, like autumn hiding in a hymn. Unseen yet not astray, just choosing not to stay. It didn't scream or slam the gate. It simply learned to hesitate. And in that hush, I understood how something fades the way it should. What fell away slowly still remains, in marks too small to hold as chains. It left the scent, the softened rug, the silent hum beneath the mug. Not gone, just moved away. What fell but chose delay. And now I sit and don't reclaim, but breathe inside what never named. Around. The blinds were down, the light turned gray. The morning came and slipped away. I heard the hum of passing cars, but didn't move to chase their stars. The coffee pot stayed cold all day. No notes, no knocks, no one to say. I laid beneath the wool-soft sky, too tired to ask the reasons why. Not peace, not grief, just somewhere in where silence wears too soft a skin. I slept through meaning, let it pass, like rain that missed the waiting glass. The hours fell, but left no trace. No fire, no voice, no saving grace. No sound, no dream to cling. I slept through everything. The pillow kept my shape too well. A witness time refused to tell. The sun had crossed from wall to floor, but didn't knock upon my door. And when I woke, the house was still, like even breath had lost its will. I slept through meaning, missed the weight of moments dressed as something great. They It touched the frame above my bed, then vanished slow like things unsaid. The morning filtered through the pain, but left before it warmed the stain. The hallway flickered once at 5, a golden breath that fell to life. It traced my steps, then slipped away, as if unsure it meant to stay. I watched it bend across the floor, then disappear behind the door. It was the light that didn't stay. It rose and gently slipped away. It knew my name, it touched my face, but never claimed a final place. Not harsh, not bold, not gray, just light that didn't stay. It glowed across my coffee cup, then left before the steam rose up. The wall still holds the faintest line, where it once danced and called it mine. I didn't chase, I didn't speak, just watched it fade beyond the weak. It was the light that didn't stay, the kind that haunts a quiet day. It lit the rug, then kissed the wall, but never dared to catch my fall. Not gone, not meant to sway, just a light that didn't stay. Not every glow is meant to last, some just remind us of the past. And when they dim without a sound, they leave more truth than can be found. It was the light that didn't stay, but still it changed me in its way. I saw enough to feel it go, a fleeting warmth I'll always know. Not held, not asked to stay, just a light that moved away. And every dusk that brushes through still carries some small part of you. breathe the pale white mist, a frozen trace I almost kissed. The floor grew stiff beneath my feet, like every step refused the heat. The glass was sharp, the air was thin. It cut my lungs when I walked in. The kettle clicked but didn't hum. Its warmth forgot where I am from. I held my breath, the still was near. The cold became what I could hear. I remember the cold. It stayed inside the walls that time has made. It lingered long past every night and pressed its truth beneath the light. Not fierce and not meant to scold, but I remember the cold. The chairs felt hard, the room too wide, as if the warmth had stepped outside. I traced the frost on wooden frames. Each line still whispered quiet names. It wrapped my chest, it slowed my skin, and left me bare from deep within. I remember the cold so clear. It shaped the way I held my fear. It cracked my voice, it stopped my hand. It turned my breath to silver sand. Not harsh, just uncontrolled. I remember the cold. Some chills don't fade with passing years. They carve their mark through quiet tears. And when I wake, I still can feel the cold that taught my heart to kneel. I remember the cold. It's mine. It built my walls. It drew my line. It left a shadow on my day, but made me strong in its own way. Not broken, just consoled by how I remember the cold. And when the winter finds my skin, I hear that memory breathe again. cracked behind the frame, but still held shadows just the same. I brushed my teeth, forgot to speak, and let the silence stretch all week. The towel hung, but never dry. The couch still shaped where I reside. I left the lights on through the dusk to feel like time still held some trust. I wasn't lost, I wasn't gone, just in between the dusk and dawn. Somewhere I faded out of frame, not loud, not sharp, not seeking blame. Between the shoes left by the door and mornings I don't count anymore. Not chased, not torn, not traded, just somewhere I slowly faded. The mail piled up, the sink stood still. My name not called, the air too chill. A jacket hung where none would see, its silence gently swallowing me. No one erased the parts I bore, they just got used to me less more. Somewhere I faded inch by inch, not with a scream but with a flinch. Between the tasks I used to own and empty chairs I left alone. Not broken, not paraded, just somewhere I faded. I'm still around, I'll leave the trace in dusty books and pillow space. But no one hears me fold the air. I disappear by staying there. Somewhere I faded, not by fight, but giving up on asking light. Not buried deep, not pulled apart, just losing shape inside the heart. Still breathing, never jaded, but somewhere gently I've faded. So if you sit where I once stayed, you might just feel what didn't stay. Left the porch light on too long. It buzzed like something had gone wrong. The dishes dried with no one near, but felt the weight of not being here. The radio stayed low all week, still louder than the words I speak. The rug still bore the shape I made, yet no one moved the empty shade. You didn't say I went too far, but even silence knows who we are. My absence was loud in every room. It echoed sharp, it broke the gloom. A missing sound you couldn't name, but felt each time the morning came. No scream, no thundercloud, still my absence was loud. You cleaned the shelf I used to claim, but couldn't touch what stayed the same. The hallway caught your quiet stare, like it expected me still there. I didn't knock, I didn't write, but something throbbed inside the night. My absence was loud, it shook the floor, more present than I was before. It hung through vents, it bent the light, it walked the house alone at night. No voice, but still loud. My absence was Some things don't fade, they amplify when no one's there to say goodbye. You turned the knob, the door stood still, like it had learned to take my will. My absence was loud and full of sound. In every place I wasn't found. No shout, no scene, no bitter end, but something no room could defend. Not soft, not small, not proud. My absence was loud. And now you sit where I once stayed. The quiet speaks where I've been laid.